what has changed? Like you were managing those and is just organically happen to this role or something you plan? And if you did, what did you have to do, learn differently?
Yeah, so, I actually spent the first I actually started in IT as a Unix engineer during the whole dot-com boom in the late '90s, but then I spent a good portion of my career actually working for the state of New York for the court system in the state, and for about 10 of those years, I managed the team that managed all the Windows estate, and that included Active Directory and everything, and eventually we went to Office 365 and started dabbling in Azure, and so I kind of helped lead that charge there. But I've always been to some degree a Microsoft fanboy. In 2019, I was reached out to by Microsoft, offered a job as a premier field engineer there, which at the time was in services. They've kind of changed some of that stuff up now. But I at one point was sort of set like I'll just work here and retire, and maybe it was on cruise control somewhat, but I would say the job offer for Microsoft sort of like was career 2.0 for me, really reinvigorated me. It really taught me a lot about community. But yeah, when I went to Microsoft, they were basically like, you can focus on whatever you want, but it has to be cloud. I kind of always had this passion for identity. So I just really delved into Azure AD there. And you just that kind of kept carrying forward. I really, though, enjoyed delivering workshops when I was there. So it was a lot of different customers. I got into developing workshops on conditional access, on Windows Hello for Business, and you contributing to the and left there to try my hand at a couple partners. And I personally just kind of got burnt out from consulting, just from that whole work-life balance bit. But that's sort of how I transitioned from like, you know, Active Directory to the whole Azure AD bit.